Hello and welcome to Stellaris 4.0 Phoenix. That's right, one of the questions I always get asked in Q&As and in my comments is why I don't play Stellaris. Obviously, I'm not a big Stellaris guy, but I do like to come back every big update and DLC after a while and see how the game's changed. Boom Paradox got in contact with me and asked if I would like to be sponsored to check it out. I of course said yes, as I do think it's been enough time since our last video on Stellaris where both things have changed a lot, and there's a lot of new content. But obviously, with me being sponsored for this video, I do actually have to shout out the fact that Stellaris will be having a free weekend. Starts at Thursday, the 8th of May, and ends on Monday, the 12th of May, which isn't really a free weekend. Bit of a long weekend. Yep, but it'll be free for you to take a look at, and obviously we're going to be looking at the new patch specifically and the DLC, which adds a whole bunch of cool new stuff, which I'm looking forward to having a look at here. Oh god, okay, yeah, there he is. Only the real ones remember this. I know, we're going to start a new game, and we're not going to be the Gravy Timmies. Okay, well, you know, I think you could probably already assume what I'm going to be doing, and of course, we're going to have to make the rats today. There you go. I think that's probably the closest we're going to get here. So one of the things the new DLC adds and is kind of focused on in the name, which is biogenesis, is biological spacecraft. That's right, fellas. We be in the Fleshmobile. Yeah, these are most certainly the most disgusting things I've ever seen before in my life. Oh, you know, the colony ship definitely looks very visceral. Oh man, there's no way we can't make the rats a damn hive mind, can we? Oh, it is so tempting just for the meme of it and you guys being so annoying, but I can't play a hive mind, right? Okay, we're definitely gonna go with the hive mind then. That way we can actually check out the new origin, which is wilderness, and I guess we'll get into that in a bit. I guess we'll go with the holy rat carnate. That sounds cursed. Yeah, I'm not too sure if this is going to be a mistake or not. Okay, and I ain't even going to touch any of this stuff. I just put the galaxy size up by huge because why the hell not? And we're just going to go straight in on these settings right here. Don't know if this is good or not, we'll find out quickly. Okay, here we are, the Holy Rat Carnate. Okay, now we are a hive mind and we did have the wilderness origin, which means our planet is just a big blob of life. Diplomatic stance. Hunger. Okay, I just made the mistake of zooming in on one of my ships there and sure sounds squidgy. Okay, so first things first, the rats are immediately exploring the system surrounding ours in Hizuk Prime. Oh yeah, this place is huge though. Maybe I made a mistake with the 1,000 planets thing, huh? Now, I didn't just pick the wilderness origin for the fun of it. I did also pick it because of the devouring wilderness. It does have a few downsides though, such as not being able to engage in diplomacy and having no access to the galactic market. It has the hunger casus belli on all other empires. Xenopops will always be eaten. Yep. We're hungry little rat fellas out to conquer the universe. Okay, now we have already spotted a planet we can go along and colonize. As such, we've sent the Fleshmobile over to start construction on a starbase. Yeah. I should call her. And our colonization of Oblion 1 has begun. Our terraforming spores have filled their purpose, delivering a part of ourself to colonize an alien world for the first time. Don't count your planets. Our scientist symbionts have discovered something rather monstrous. The mountain range they scanned earlier was in actually the outer membrane of a gigantic egg. If it's uncertain what behemoth could lay such an egg, what horror would hatch from it? Oh, we could study it, crack it open, or eat it. I am real tempted to eat it. There you go. So if you ever, you know, find yourself in this part of the galaxy, just pop on by, but jump on this egg. Ooh, you know, definitely interesting now. You're playing the game and you see some worms hanging about in space. Okay, but the Holy Rat Carnate is spreading its little vile wings across the galaxy already. We've even started to come into contact with some other life forms, and yeah, there's also just a lot of disgusting stuff out there. Alright, let's go send our fledgling fleet over for a bit of a flesh off. Oh, on our exploration though, we have found an Elgate. I'm not too sure what that is. Not a big Stellaris guy, as you know, but it does have my interest. I was wondering how flesh-like combat might go about happening, and It's just as disgusting as you'd imagine. After successfully translating their language, we have established communications with the independent space station of the Zora Corp. Pray. Think our little rat billies are starting to rumble. So yeah, obviously we can't engage in any diplomacy. We are nothing but a mindless horde of hungry rats. Okay, we have full contact now with our rivals. They've just declared their rivalry against us, which is something they're definitely gonna make a mistake on, I reckon. Because I'm not too sure you kind of understand my shtick. I eat people. Uh-oh. Our other planet is currently under attack by a giant turd. Oh, gonna have to go deal with that. Nothing a bit of flesh-on-flesh combat can't deal with. There we go. Fleet did take a little bit of a beating there, but nothing worth crying over, I guess. So, small little galactic update here. There's a giant hurricane on its way. It's been slowly making its way through my system here, and it's most certainly massive pain, but it does look pretty cool, huh? It's also a absolute drain on everything imaginable. But we have also discovered a few more people around us, and eventually we're going to have to start making some moves here as we are getting boxed in. Well. Declaration of war from the Shazarak Directive. Kill all rats. Now, I am what you would call not very scared of these guys and what they've decided to bring upon themselves. Oh, I did say they would regret it. Yep, we've completely destroyed them and grown a considerable amount because of that. But with that, we have got ourselves 3 new planets. Now, because of our hive mind aesthetic and the way we work, the people that were currently living over on these planets won't be living there much longer because we're eating them. Okay, our rat empire is spreading even further now, and I was poking around down here and noticed this little system, and I'm not too sure what's going on over here. It's a lot of mining core, and quite a lot of them. Oh lordy, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Ooh, and these guys don't look too fleshy at all. Okay, just for the hell of it, I'm gonna throw my fleet in there and just see what happens. I get the feeling this probably ain't gonna go too well. Oh god, yeah, look, they immediately just come on all swarming. Oh, yeah, I can't particularly tell what's going on, but I guess it also doesn't help that I'm weird space flesh monsters. Okay, yeah, we're definitely not winning, I can tell you that much. Okay, boys. I guess we can get a look at how much power they're packing, and I guess I'm gonna have to turn up with literally double for what I did in the first place. The guys retreated out of there, but we will be back. Ah, I found a lost civilization, or at least the remnants, I guess, of the Erasians. Question is, anything left to eat down there? I'm just popping achievements left, right, and center, by the way, when I play. I'm just showing boom, boom, boom. Oh, damn, let me get over there, though, because look at all that cool stuff that is just waiting to be taken. Okay, we're taking our next ascension perk, and we're going for biomorphosis. Well, now the blood forest is transforming, and we are on our path of purity. Okay, we absolutely smashed them that time. Whether we strive for the purest form of ourselves, clone our ways to success, or genetically augment ourselves through deliberate mutation, this moment sparks a point of no return. Boys, I've officially become the king of the rats. Incoming Gorf raid. Alright, there they are on their way over. They do look pretty powerful. Oh, but they ain't that scary. I've decided to gather up the boys, the flesh horde, and expand our galactic empire. We're kind of boxed in at the moment, and I'm noticing this nice purple blob over here that would be good to expand into. Plus, I haven't eaten anyone in a while, and since that's my only war goal, might as well use it. Oh, this might get a bit tricky. We will be pushing into a magnetic storm. You know what? It's fine. I mean, I'm probably fine, right? I'm not made out of metal. I'm made out of flesh. So we go in, destroy everything with our fleshy fleet, then we go get the drones to land on any planets they might have and start assimilating them into the rat people. By assimilate, I literally mean assimilate because we eat them. Okay, well, this war definitely spiraled into something. We wiped them out, no problem, and I didn't realize that these guys got brought into it, so they did steal a couple of my systems, but I've got it back under control now. But yeah, I have no idea how big these guys really are. There's Anyone else I should be worried about when I get down there? Game keeps crashing. It is an early build, obviously, but I'm really hoping my rat game ain't been bricked. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back on a old save, and hopefully that works. Now it crashed again. Oh, that's so annoying. Man, I've been trying to like figure out what it might be, and there are so many different variables as to what is crashing this game that I don't even know where to start. Okay. Crashed again. I've tried everything I can think of at this point. I have no idea what the problem is. I think, obviously it is a early build of the DLC and whatnot. I'll send it over to the crash log, see if, anyone can fix it, but would have liked to continue just a little bit, at least to, wipe the rest of these guys out, but it's just not possible. I've gone back on all the saves, and I've gone so far back that there's probably no point in realistically playing through again. And, yeah, so I think we'll just probably leave it off there, sadly. Annoyingly, and this could be hard for you to believe because it is a sponsored video, I was actually having a lot of fun in Stellaris for the first time in like 10 years. Well, it's more like 9. Whenever Stellaris came out, I had my first game and had a lot of fun with it. But the Hive, specifically the Wilderness Origin that I'm playing, is incredibly fun. Now, obviously, this is like a new thing in the DLC, so I don't really get to show off all the new pop mechanics and stuff like that, but realistically, I have no idea what I'm doing in Stellaris, and I just sort of, I guess, looked into being overpowered. Heck, I don't even know if I'm overpowered, but I've had no problem fighting people so far, at least. Now, I do know, like, all the fallen empires and stuff like that, they're usually the big hard ones that you fight at the end of the game and stuff. Obviously, you haven't come into contact with anything like that, but, still, we've had our fair share of combat. But yeah, maybe it was probably best we end off here anyway, considering I was literally just clicking on their fleets and they just disappeared for the most part in this war. And, yeah, it wasn't really too difficult, but like I said, it was incredibly fun. The rats definitely spread like a damn plague, overrunning everyone in the galaxy, and we were just sort of eating people left, right, and center. It is really funny. We just sort of rock up on a planet, eat everyone, and move on. There you go. There's our little rat boys right there. Yeah, funnily enough, I didn't realize we only have like 9,000 pops of these bad boys, but we are like a hive mind drone horrendous plague. But that was my every few years review of Stellaris, and it's actually pretty fun. I think, if I can, I'll try and continue this in single player at least, because I was having a little bit of fun. Unfortunately, though, a little bit busted at the moment. But yeah, if you're a Stellaris player, rate my game. Tell me how I was doing. Was I doing horrendously? Probably. Again, I'm not a big Stellaris guy. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. But I think it went well, I guess. And remember, if you want to check out Stellaris, free weekend coming up. You can check out the game for yourself. And obviously, thank you for Paradox for collaborating with this video. And I guess I'll catch you in a few more years when they sponsor me again. Goodbye.